So I love Nicolas Cage films. I think he always brings something interesting to the table, whether that's good or bad, but I always enjoy his performances. So today I'm watching the 2003 film Matchstick Men. I don't know who else is in the cast, I don't know the director, I don't know the plot, I don't know anything like that. Yeah, I'm very curious. I don't really know what to guess off the title. I guess we'll find out. But if you have any other suggestions for Nicolas Cage movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you're ever curious about what gear I use or what's on the bookshelf, I've included a link in the description. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Okay, Ridley Scott. Okay, I've definitely seen other films of his. Okay, good. Sam Rockwell. Oh, I love him. Okay, awesome. Alison Lohman I haven't seen in a movie in a very long time. She was in another early 2000s film called White Oleander. Oh, you can't take the chance. Oh, this is making me want to go swimming. Beth Grant, I believe that is because I looked it up last time. She was the mom of the dance group in Donnie Darko. Hans Zimmer, okay, awesome. This is looking great so far. I'm excited. Yeah, is this based on a book or anything? Comment below and let me know. Oh, he has OCD? I recently just rewatched The Aviator about Howard Hughes and how he suffered from OCD as well.
Well, you have now. Yeah. No, it's confirmed.
I think Sam Rockwell is so underrated. Oh, I'm so happy he's in this.
You're guaranteed one of those 3 prizes.
He's an online or a phone salesman.
You're gonna give him a check. He's gonna come to me, and then we'll decide which
phone scammer, I guess I should say.
You wanna what? Irene, my supervisor, just stepped into my office.
Some guy's gonna come to your door and hand him a check and he'll bring you a prize later. No.
Good morning.
No. Free cruise. You've won a free cruise.
I'm sorry to tell you this, ma'am, but you won't be receiving any prize.
That's interesting how they play both sides of it. They pretend to be the...
Otis, knock it off.
They're the scammers and also the fake detectives.
You have to pay extra for that?
Yeah, they seem to have good like banter back and forth between the two of them. Oh my. That's where he stashes the goods. It's kind of giving me like Mad Men vibe so far. He really hates germs. Yeah. Maybe it's just like kind of the 60s LA feel. Oh no. Oh shoot. He just garburated all of his medication.
Back east.
You mean back east?
Be back when, man?
Give me a contact. Hello?
Oh no, his doctor's gone now too.
Roy, it's me, it's Frankie.
Yeah, he didn't go into the office because he's at home compulsively cleaning.
Roy, it's Dimitri. I met you at that club, Rage, the other night.
Hello. This is Dimitri.
Tall, good-looking guy. Hey, would you watch the road? You're spilling food in... Right?
Oh god, yeah, his nightmare. His nightmare. He's freaking out.
What's that? I like that? What's that?
You're definitely not helping. Whoa, flip transition. Haven't seen that in a long time.
Which I gave her, and a bun in the oven, which might have come from anyone. So no, I haven't.
Okay.
Well, I tried that last night. I couldn't say a word, so could you call her?
He's asking his shrink to call his ex-wife.
Your daughter. She knows you're her father, and she says she really wants to meet you.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so his ex-wife doesn't want anything to do with him, but he has a daughter. He had mentioned his ex-wife was pregnant when they split up, and yeah, he hasn't obviously met this kid before, so he's going to meet his teenage daughter now. Okay, interesting.
Whatever you do, everybody's done something bad in their life.
Very wise 14-year-old, okay.
Hey.
She's finding all his like fake detective badges and stuff.
Nice to meet you, Dad.
Nice to meet you, Dad.
Oh, God. Who hasn't done that?
At least 30 grand.
More. We'll pull the Jamaican switch on him. He knows he's...
What's a Jamaican switch? Okay, just different currencies in the safe deposit box. Okay. US dollars, British pounds. Planning a trip. Paying some people off. Oh my.
Nice, your place.
Could you watch the carpet, please?
Sorry.
Oh my God, I remember those platform flip-flops.
I could,
She's just leaving her stuff all over the place and he's freaking out.
this late?
Antiques. They wait for no man.
I think it's the opposite.
Is it all right?
That's what makes them an antique.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he's got this big business meeting now and obviously wasn't expecting his kid to show up at his door. Oh, yeah, that's a high level of organization. Uh-oh. Is she gonna find what's inside? Yep. Oh, she found his stash. Oh, these early 2000s songs I completely forgot about.
It's 1273. Out of 15. 13.
I think he has a crush on this cashier. Okay. Yeah, she didn't mention obviously that she found everything that's in this bulldog.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, he's not used to having a roommate, let alone a teenage girl roommate.
You know, the chefs in Italy say you can tell when the spaghetti's ready if you throw it and it sticks. Here.
Cheers.
He's just like doesn't know what to do. Aww. It's actually turning out to be like so far like a heartwarming story, despite him being a con man, obviously. Like this relationship seems to be going okay so far. Oh, those flip transitions. No.
You just made $2,567.
Yeah, exactly.
He's fast.
Okay, so they're scamming him by converting American into British pounds.
It's bad news. Well, you don't have to put it like that.
Yeah, he seems to be doing better with his OCD. Like he came in the door and didn't immediately like tell him to take off his shoes. It was at least like 45 seconds later, and even he had his shoes on because he was thinking about his daughter. So, okay, maybe making some progress.
I didn't drink, I didn't get high. I didn't take any money from your stupid dog. You've never heard of a bank?
I love that that's the sound he makes when he doesn't know what to say.
Parker, and that's no way for a young lady to behave, and shame on you.
Well, that could have gone better.
Teach me something.
What?
Teach me something. Come on.
You're funny.
No, come on, really. Teach me.
Okay, yeah, so he's telling her what he does for work and being honest about it, now that she's obviously found his money and stuff.
You don't deserve it. Old people, fat people. A lot of time I feel sick.
Yeah, he's a con man with a conscience. Doesn't feel bad enough to stop doing it, obviously.
I've done stuff with boys. If I told you, you'd probably throw up right here.
Yeah, that's probably a conversation every dad doesn't want to hear.
Not listening.
And he took his tongue out?
No. All right. Okay. I'll show you. All right.
That's the weirdest manipulation. She's like, let me tell you all the things I've done with boys that you don't want to know about.
Rule number 1: never work near where you live.
So now he's like got this apprentice. He's teaching his daughter how to become a con artist. Oh my gosh, weird family bonding times.
Isn't conning you. That's good. All right, good. Let's go kick some butt.
So just gonna draw on the date.
Just take it. Good.
I feel like if you could change the lottery numbers, the ones you know win, wouldn't you just do that once and like...
I'm gonna get a soda. Do you want anything? No thanks, honey.
Yeah, that's definitely the mom from Donnie Darko.
It's yesterday's drawing. It looks like the second, don't you think? Probably a loser.
Yeah, this is the con, whether she'll like take the ticket and go try it. And then they hope that like if she somehow gets the money, they'd give half to them or something because they're the one who like showed her the ticket in the first place. Yeah, curiosity I think would get to you. You'd want to know.
Oh, you're joking. Story of my life.
I feel like you still get something even if you're one number off. You don't win like the grand total, but you get something. I think even if you have like 2 or 3 numbers right, you get something.
Watch the cameras.
Oh, this lady's so excited. Oh man, it's painful to watch.
Don't spend it all at the coin. Hide it when you get home.
Yeah, it's because she thinks she's gonna get 600 and they would have split it either way. So she's like, okay, well I can't come with you to claim it, so she's giving her the money now. Oh, and then when she goes to get it verified, she'll find out it's not real and won't get any money. And they've walked off with 300 bucks.
Look, I told you that I would teach you a con. I didn't say I'd let you get away with it.
Oh, okay, so she has to give the money back.
You made me feel a little, I really liked it. I really did.
Yeah, because he's like bonding and yeah, he's like showing her his line of work. Trying new things, shaking hands. Oh, these are big steps. Proud of him. Oh my. Didn't even like instantly wipe it off from the germs.
Look, okay, so I get out at noon on Wednesday. I'll meet you out in front if you want. Okay, bye.
He's just listening to the message over and over.
What?
Yes, bowling. We need more movies with bowling in them.
Let me show you a little something I learned in Taiwan.
What? He was in Taiwan bowling? Okay. Oh, right for the gutter. A classic move.
Do you want me to take the bus?
No, shit.
Is it a job?
Is she gonna go with him? Oh man.
Get in.
And this was like a big one too. Like this wasn't like. And now she's like fully involved in all these schemes.
Can I add an access signature to my account, please?
Really? He's gonna give his daughter access to his account?
No, you don't have the passcode.
When do I get that?
When I'm dead.
Yeah, that's fair.
You wait here.
He's got, yeah, this plan wasn't supposed to happen for a few more days, and now it's happening now, and yeah, he's got to get going. And take his kid with him, which wasn't part of the original plan, obviously.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, they originally had some other guy, Ernie, who was going to be part of their scheme, but now it's going to be her. I don't like this.
No. The worst.
I'm curious how they get through. This must be before airport security.
Every glass in this place!
Whoa.
You just get up and take your new briefcase with you. When I leave, I'll take my new gym bag.
Yeah, he switched it with an empty briefcase or a briefcase full of, like when he showed him the briefcase, it was real money, obviously, and this other briefcase is gonna have nothing, phone books maybe, confetti. He wants to make sure he doesn't open it until he gets on the plane, basically, so that he has time to leave. Yeah. Oh, cheese and rice.
Ask Frank for this.
Figured it out. He figured it out. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, you're screwed. You figured it out. Now what are they going to do? Like, he obviously sees your face. Like, he knows who Frank is. I don't feel like this is over yet. And they know you have a daughter. Yeah, if she has a history, they'd be able to find it.
All right, tell him, Angela, let's get this over with. Tell him you're clean. You've never been arrested, have you?
Oh, shoot.
That's terrific. That's great.
She's been arrested, so they'll be able to track her.
And he says you're gone. So you're gone, all right? I thought maybe it could work out, but it can't.
Aww.
Go. Yeah, and don't ever call me again, okay?
Oh my gosh. Is that an ashtray with a dog and a halo, wearing a halo?
Hello. Hey, Roy, pick it up.
He let his apartment get messy?
It's an emergency.
Hey, buddy, ever heard of a line?
Hey, have you ever been dragged to the sidewalk and being until you pissed blood?
Cage rage.
Thank you, yes.
He's threatening to beat this guy up. Oh my gosh.
These are supplements.
What?
This packet contains supplements, sir.
No.
Oh.
Give those to me. They're prefect.
They're supplements, sir.
Bullshit, man!
Aisle 4,
Prefects!
Did you call security?
Oh, he's been feeding him just like regular vitamins because he thinks it's all in his head. Yes. Oh my gosh. Menopause supplements?
Did you give me this?
What? Why?
Because you don't need medication.
Look at me. I'm a...
That's a bold move.
I lost my little girl.
Yeah, that's so interesting that he was just been giving him supplements this whole time and he seemed to be doing better.
It would only be for weekends and some holidays to start.
But he's making progress. He's showing her that he wants to see more of her, yeah.
For one thing, I'd have to stop doing what I do for a living.
Yes.
Will you try, please?
Aww. Yeah, it seems like she just like wants him in his life, like. Yeah, I'm curious to see what his partner's gonna think of this new career change and what he's gonna do with the new career.
Keep it. Consider it a parting gift.
Oh, okay. He's not even gonna take a cut from the last job.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, he's gonna quit being a con man for his daughter so that he can go legit and actually get like proper custody of her. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this to be like a family drama. Like we've seen only a few of his cons. It seems to obviously be more focused on Nick Cage and his relationship with his daughter. I'm enjoying it so far. It's a cute movie and I think all the performances have been well acted and yeah, I'm curious to see what's gonna happen.
Frank!
Get back.
Oh God.
Run, Angela! Run!
You're running downstairs on me right now!
I'm out. I'm done with this.
You're not done, Roy.
Oh my God.
Feet wet.
This guy.
How are you, Frank? You done, Frank?
She's gonna shoot him?
You gotta use that thing, sweetie.
I'll do it. Don't make it work.
Shoot him.
Oh no.
Okay.
She shot him. Oh God. Oh. Oh, this took a turn. Yep, this got dark. She just killed a guy. What? Oh! Oh, he made it back. Oh no, this is gonna end badly.
What's his name?
Okay, so Nick Cage has been arrested. They obviously suspect Angela of shooting that guy, and it sounds like he didn't make it.
Hey.
Okay, yeah, so he gave the shrink the password. He's gonna give it to Angela so that she can get into that safety deposit box, I'm guessing, and take the money and run, basically. And he'll take the fall for...
Hey, can you guys put the air conditioning on?
Oh my gosh, he's not doing good.
Whoa.
Yeah, much whoa. Oh shoot. Did Frank come back for him?
It's gonna be a little harder for me, but I'll manage.
So Frank set him up?
I have to. I love you, man. Frank.
Frank took his money, but did he get to the safety deposit box, or did he just take what was in the dog?
Enjoy the gift.
He got conned. The con man conned him.
What?
Angela.
Who?
What?
That's why you're here?
You were pregnant. You were pregnant. You were?
Oh my God.
I lost it.
Oh no. Angela was part of the con. Oh, she's not really his kid. Oh, my heart. Oh man. That's so cruel.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. Bouncing text. No, thank you. She was working with Frank, obviously.
Hey, boss.
Right.
Another live one?
And now he's a carpet salesman.
What we need. Hey, sweetie.
Oh, look who it is. Uh-huh. Whoops. He's like, you owe me a lot of money. And you also convinced me I was your dad.
We call it AstroTurf. Come on, remnants are in the back of the store.
Yeah, I'm guessing her prints and stuff were in the system, not from shoplifting, but for something else, obviously.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Angela, if that is your real name.
You should have grown up.
I am grown up.
Yeah, I doubt she's actually 14.
We gave it to you.
It's a funny way of looking at it.
That's what a shrink says, yeah.
Good to see you, Ryan.
It's good to see you too.
Yeah, he's like, well, technically I gave you the code, so you had access to it, like.
I'll see you, Dad.
I wasn't expecting him to be just so cool with this, but I guess maybe he just likes the idea of having a daughter, whether it's true or not. Yeah. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, he's obviously more mad at Frank, because Frank's the one who actually took the money and left town, but she was definitely part of it.
All summer long, we sang a song, and then...
Oh, okay, so he started dating the cashier, okay. Oh, okay. And a baby on the way, okay. So that was my first time watching the 2003 Nicolas Cage film Matchstick Men. It was directed by Ridley Scott. It had music by Hans Zimmer, which I wasn't expecting. I love Sam Rockwell, so I was very excited to see him in this as well. I thought the cast was great. The story turned out to be not what I was expecting. It kind of started off as this con man, and then it focused more to this, what we thought was a father-daughter relationship. And then, of course, that twist at the end when we find out he was, in fact, being conned the whole time. Yeah, I was like, oh, this is a cute, heartwarming story, and then it turns out it was all just a big lie. Yeah, and it was interesting to think of a con man being conned by his partner, which is basically what happened. And I feel like Sam Rockwell's character definitely took advantage of Nicolas Cage's OCD or whatever he was struggling with. And now that I think about it, I think Frank was the one who suggested that therapist to Nicolas Cage's character, because I'm pretty sure he's like, oh, he's not doing well, let me call somebody for you, your doctor's out of town. And who knows if Frank even called that first doctor. So if I remember correctly, that's what happened. Frank is like, oh, I know a guy, let me call this person for you. And then this therapist ends up being a pretty key player, because it kind of turns out to be the only one Nicolas Cage trusts. And then we see him give Nicolas Cage pre-menopause medication, and then Nick Cage starts feeling better. So whether it was all in his head, I don't know. But the fact that he was giving him fake drugs, most therapists wouldn't do that. I feel like that's against some rules. And it's interesting to think that a con man getting conned is what forced him to go legit almost. And the thought of him having this daughter, he's like, you know what, I'll give up this life of crime, I'll go legit, we'll do a paternity test, we'll find all this stuff out. And maybe that's what forced him to move the date up for this meeting, because Sam Rockwell's like, okay, if they do a paternity test, they're going to find out that she's not actually your daughter, and that's obviously going to raise some questions. But it was heartbreaking to see just Nick Cage gets so excited about the possibility of having this daughter, and like I feel like he was in a bit of a slump before this. Like they said, his last relationship had been 20 some years ago, or 14 years ago, I guess. And then he has the idea of this daughter coming into his life. You know, he's going out and buying her groceries or stuff that she likes, and is trying to figure out his way through being a parent. And it was just all part of the scam, the long con, as what they were doing to that other guy. His partner was also conning him at the same time. So yeah, it was just interesting, and I really enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting that. The ending, once Nick Cage and his daughter had kind of patched things up, I was like, okay, that's pretty much going to be the end of the movie. And then as we saw, there was still the third act yet to come when this twist was revealed. Frank has gone to the wind with the money, and even Nicolas Cage was like, you know what, you keep this cut. I'm getting out of this life of crime. You keep the money. And he ends up telling that therapist the code to his safety deposit box. And we had heard him mention earlier in the film how he doesn't consider it conning because these people give up the money. And he's like, okay, well, in his opinion, if they are trusting and fall for the scheme and give up the money, then he's not stealing it. It's like, it's theirs for the taking, basically. That's how I kind of see him as interpreting his work. So even at the end, when we see Angela, or not Angela, whatever her actual name is, come back into the store, he's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not mad at you. You weren't the one who stole the money. Frank's the one who stole the money from me. And even that, he's like, you know what? I gave you the code to the safety deposit box. He puts her signature on the thing and lets her have access to the box. And as soon as she's got the code, she can go in and steal it. And I'm assuming her and Frank were working together, and then once he got the money, he screwed her out of it, half of whatever she was supposed to get. She's explaining how she was supposed to get more of a cut, but obviously Frank had other ideas, and now he's gone, and the police were looking for him, and it was him who hit Nicolas Cage over the head when he comes back into the house. It was interesting to see the character arc of Nicolas Cage go from being this con man who's, you know, I'm assuming every day was pretty similar for him. He gets up, he does his routine, he goes to work, sells these fake prizes to people, plays fake detective with his partner. I imagine that has been his routine for a very long time. And then when this new person shows up, he's forced to deal with some things, and yeah, and then that turns out being the catalyst for him to completely switch his whole life. Like we saw at the end, he was with that cashier, and it looked like they had a baby on the way, and now what he'd wanted, he made it legit. He has a job as a carpet salesman. I don't know if that will be something he continues to do, or if he gets bored of that and goes back to a life of crime. But right now he's completely 180 basically from how we saw him at the start of the movie. It didn't seem like he had his OCD tendencies. Again, whether that was all in his head or he's just found a way to manage it. And I think having this fake daughter show up made him realize that he does want a family after all, and he starts taking more chances and starts pursuing more things. And like his therapist said, like he's been saying no to a lot of things for a long time, so he finally starts saying yes to things and asks out the cashier at some point, obviously, and they start a relationship. So even though he got conned out of the money and like his friend screwed him over, I still think it kind of had a happy ending because Nick Cage's character seems to have what he wanted this whole time, and maybe he wouldn't have gone to a life of crime in the first place if things with Heather had worked out. Who knows? But yeah, I'm glad to see at least his character seemed happy and seemed to be doing okay. I think this would be a film that would be interesting to watch again now that you know that Angela is not Angela and that Frank is going to eventually screw him over, and just see all the little details and the little pieces that now seem suspicious when before you were just like, oh, he's just doing this to be nice or whatever, and like giving him the benefit of the doubt. Even when Angela like refused to stay in the car and she's trying to look at his past, we're like okay, she's just being a nosy teenager, but obviously I don't know how old she actually is. I'm assuming she's not a teenager, but clearly she had other motives and was working with Frank and was trying to get the money that Nicolas Cage's character had. And I remember Frank saying like, hey, we've got this big job coming, and Nick Cage was like, you know what, I don't really want to do that right now. My daughter's kind of in my life, like I'm trying to focus on that. And Frank being the one to push it, being like, you know what, you might have money and I have still car payments. So clearly he knew that Nicolas Cage, his character, had money that was available. Whether he knew where it was or not, he was trying to find out so that he could steal it. And yeah, it was just it was a very long con, obviously. Like who knows how long they've been working together and how long he's been, maybe he only decided he was going to steal from him recently, but clearly he had lots of information about him, about his life. I don't know if there are sequels or remakes or anything like that. I don't know if it was based on a book. Comment below and let me know. But yeah, I'm curious if there was a remake or a sequel, would it continue with wherever Frank is now and kind of pick up his story? And it doesn't really seem like Nicolas Cage's character is out for revenge. It seems like, okay, well, Frank got me, you know, I should have known better. I should have saw this coming. And again, I think he was just really focused on his daughter being in his life and struggling with his OCD and, you know, going to therapy and, you know, dealing with some stuff from his past. And I think Frank obviously saw that and took advantage of that, and obviously also was using this daughter character to get close to Frank and get the information that he wanted so he could get the money and leave town. There was definitely some good Cage rage moments in this, and I think my favorite came from that pharmacy scene when he's trying so desperately to get this medication that he's convinced he needs, and he's threatening that guy in line saying, I'm gonna make you piss blood, basically, and just being, and then apologizing 10 seconds later because he was just so stressed out and he's just so used to controlling his environment and doesn't like going outside, and then when he's forced to because he needs his medication, and then finding out the fact that he was given, you know, those pre-menopause supplements as opposed to an actual medication, yeah, that kind of set him off into a tailspin. But definitely some good Cage rage, which I love. Like, that's, I think he always brings an intensity to his roles, whether they ask for it or not. And I think maybe this character having OCD gave him that freedom to, he did a really good job, I thought, with the tics and just like the opening the door and just like the way he portrayed that illness. I thought he did a good job, and it felt like when his daughter was around, he was doing better. He wasn't so worried about that kind of stuff. He was more focused on her, like maybe his attention just went out to her instead of compulsively cleaning the house. And then when she leaves, we see the house is in a mess for the first time in the film. Like, he's got papers everywhere, he's got old dishes and everything, and even he goes through the garbage to try and find the pack of medication so he can take it to the pharmacist because he doesn't have a prescription. Which, again, thinking back, like if he had been going to therapy for that long, you think he would have gotten an official prescription, not just months and months and months of these sample packs. But who knows, maybe it was only a month, so maybe the therapist was in on it as well, who knows. I thought it was an interesting story. I thought it was, the performance was well done, the music was interesting, and it kind of felt like 60s Mad Men to me, like maybe just the way even his house looked like it kind of was in the 60s with the decor and the way he still listens to records, doesn't own a TV, and like the suit and tie look. That's what it kind of reminded me of. I did think it was interesting how as con men they played kind of both sides of the fence. They would call up these people and say, hey, you've won a prize, you know, put this check in the mail type of thing, and then they would show up at those people's house as fake detectives saying, oh, you've been scammed, like that's so horrible, but give us your banking information and we'll make sure to track it. And it was just, usually it's only one side, right? Usually they just want to get the money and get out, and then they don't try and go back. This felt like adding salt to the wound, how they were just stealing from the same people twice, basically. So I don't think I've seen a film with that before. I don't know what a matchstick men is, if that's another, if it's a slang term for a con man or something like that. Comment below and let me know. But overall, I really enjoyed it. It was definitely interesting to see the progression of Nicolas Cage's character, how he goes from being this con man and then he's going to give up everything for his daughter. He's going to quit this life of crime, you know, be more in her life, show up on weekends, and just really play an active role as a dad in her life. And she was very convincing as his daughter, obviously, and seemed genuinely excited to be around him. And maybe towards the end of the film, when we see them meet again, she genuinely did care for him over time, even though she knew she was scamming him. But yeah, it was an interesting dynamic. That's not how I thought that last scene was going to go. I thought he was, I didn't know what he was going to do, but I wasn't expecting him to just forgive her, basically, and maybe they'd see each other again at some point, who knows. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. So if you have any other suggestions for Nicolas Cage movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Some guy's gonna come to your door and hand him a check and he'll bring you a prize later. He just garburated all of his medication. He's at home compulsively cleaning. He's asking his shrink to call his ex-wife. What's a Jamaican switch? I remember those platform flip-flops. I think he has a crush on this cashier. Yeah, I doubt she's actually 14. And you also convinced me I was your dad. And now he's a carpet salesman.